Hi guys, it has been a really long time since I came on the camera. I've had a lot of things going on behind the scenes though, and a lot of new products that I'm working towards getting into the shop, and I thought maybe this would be a good time to have a some FaceTime on one of my vlogs. So it is a really gloomy day. It's supposed to storm most of today, so my lighting isn't great, but I figured if I didn't come on camera today I would just keep putting it off. I wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone that has left comments on my most recent vlogs, shopped my updates, just been active on my Instagram. It means so much to me, and yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this slightly different vlog. I do have lots of things I want to share with you. So this morning the plan is to get some sketches going for some recipe cards that I'm working on, as well as a few prints that I'm trying to plan out, because that's one of the things that is coming to the shop. I'm trying to bring more artwork into the shop. Just more of that cozy aesthetic, so hopefully everything is cohesive enough to kind of work together, that, you know, it's all from me, it's all my creativity, but not a huge contrast product to product, if that makes any sense. So I just put some more candles in the shop yesterday, and those have been doing really well. I'm so grateful, and I'm so excited to see you guys burning those and enjoying them, leaving good reviews for them, and that just is so exciting because I love making the candles. I love the way that the beeswax smells and the sounds of, like, the kind of sticky sound that it makes while it rolls. So anyway, I'm going to watch a few vlogs this morning, get my sketches going, ship some orders this afternoon, and also chat with you guys. Hey you guys, so this morning I thought I would show you kind of what I've been doing in my sketchbook. The sketchbook has been getting a lot of use the past few weeks, and actually just before I started to record, the back fell off. So I only have a few pages left. There's Pippa. I only have a few pages left in the sketchbook, and then after that I think I will be switching to this bound ink sketchbook that Adam got me, I think, for Christmas. So it's not been used. It has like galaxy color on the side, so I'm excited to get into that. But yeah, my shop will be carrying some of my artwork again here soon. This is something I try to do every year, and I usually end up chickening out and taking the artwork out, but I'm really going to try to make an honest go of it this year. I have been drawing far longer than I have been sculpting, but it's just been so hard to find I think that it's a pretty common struggle for artists to find their style, and for me that has definitely been a struggle for many years. So this year I'm trying to just not focus on that. I just am going to draw what I'm inspired to draw and paint what I'm inspired to paint. I'm practicing doing digital artwork, but I usually start traditional. So as you'll see, I've really been getting into learning or improving drawing animals. So here's a shrew mouse, this little nighttime tea scene with these cats. These were some sketches that I did of a deer mouse and a chipmunk. So I've just been using this sketchbook the way it's meant to be used as a sketchbook. I've been putting notes off to the side, and I keep shaking the camera, sorry. Just really being gentle with myself about what I put in here, just using it as practice and a learning experience for myself. And whenever I make something I'm happy with, I take a picture of it or scan it in to our computer and then continue in Procreate, unless I decide I want to make these traditional. But Procreate right now is just what I've been using. Here's a traditional piece because it's so much easier to replicate and make a good quality print for you guys. So, but yeah, today I think I'm going to be working on, some sketches for some more recipe cards. I have 2 designs for recipe cards coming in the mail. Anyway, I have 2 recipe card designs coming in the mail. They should be here this week or next week. I've just really loved the idea of being able to incorporate my artwork into something else that I really like, which is cooking. So, and I thought that you guys would really like that too. I think they make great gifts. So yeah, I think I'm going to work on that today. The recipe card sketches are pretty easy, more cartoon-ish. So there's something I can kind of do just to relax while I'm watching TV. So that is what I've been up to. And then I also hope to take you guys along into the studio to show you some of the products that I will be using for my packing of these prints. And hopefully today some prints will be arriving from the printers. So I really would love to be able to show those to you today. So yeah, lots of plans for the shop. And then of course the sculpting is not going anywhere. It's just kind of that thing where it's like, if you have 2 kids and one has been in school for a long time and then the other one is just starting school, you walk that child into school and give them as much support as they need, and that's kind of how I'm treating this new product. So all my other products are not going anywhere. I just am giving some special attention to these new designs I have going and trying to make it as not scary as possible for me, since I tend to overthink all of the art stuff. So anyway, I hope that you guys will enjoy seeing what I have going on. So I know that one of the recipe cards that I want to do is a farm themed recipe card, and then the other that I feel like I'd like to put in the shop as soon as possible. Forgive my nails, guys. I should probably have repainted those before I did a lot of on-camera drawing. The other design I'd like to do is a plant-based vegetarian type recipe card. Since that is what my husband and I are, I thought that it would be something that I in particular would like to add to my stash of recipe cards, and maybe others would too. So I think I'm going to start with the farm theme one though. The background I will be doing in Procreate, so I want to have some plaid, maybe some burlap or some aged paper looking elements, but the main sketches of like the little animals and I want to do some sunflowers, I'll start those here and then transfer them into our iPad. So I'm going to go ahead and start, I guess. Something that I've really been focusing on with my art is vintage technique. So like I'll look at older pictures from the 50s and 1800s, and it seems like most of those illustrations have kind of a wobbly line or a dotted type line, bolder outlines than children's vintage fairy tale books. And like if you were to look at the Beatrix Potter fairy tale books, her outlines are usually kind of wobbly and kind of sketchy, and it's not like a complete solid line. So that's what I've been trying to do in my work to try to give it more of a vintage feel, because pretty much the only consistency I've noticed in the evolution of my art style is that if it looks vintage, I love it. Whether that's animals or people or a food sketch, if it looks like it was drawn many years ago, then I'm happy with it. The more modern it looks, usually for my artwork, not to say that I don't enjoy other, I'm usually more likely to be happy with whatever I've made if it makes me think of vintage art. One of the really nice things about starting out traditional and then moving to digital is when I'm sketching, I don't have to be quite so hard on myself. Like right here, I'm not happy with how these, not pleats, gathers look on her bonnet, but I don't have to worry about, oh, I can't fix that because I just inked it, because once I transfer it into Procreate, I can adjust it and fix it. And it's just a really big relief, because I tend to really beat myself up if I make a mistake, and if it weren't for how much practice I've been putting into working with digital art, but also just with learning new techniques, learning how to fix my mistakes, or just accept the mistakes that I do make, I probably would have, a year ago, even just a few months ago, abandoned this sketch because I wasn't happy with it 100%. So that's really nice to have enough experience with another type of art to be able to see other ways of accomplishing a piece that I'm working on. So that's just been a really big help for me to continue to persevere with a project that I'm working on or a sketch I'm working on, and I think will be a really huge help in the way of letting me keep things in the shop without becoming discouraged or only seeing flaws, because I can do them as many times as I need to, and it's not as difficult as it has been, if that makes any sense. Alright, so this is what I ended up with. A baby duck and some wheat, a Holstein cow, and a chicken in a bonnet. So yeah, just really classic. I don't know if I will have enough room to use all of these sketches, but at least they're there for me to look at and be inspired by. And yeah, we'll see how much I can fit onto the recipe card. So the first prints arrived. There are still more coming, but these are the little animals that I did. And so this is, did you guys ever watch that movie, what was it called? The Great Mouse Detective? My sisters and I watched it, and so that's kind of what this one is inspired by. It's an 8x8, so it's a square frame, or it's a square print for a square frame, which I really love. Square frames. So this is the only one so far, I believe, that is a square, but I do have more planned. And then here we have a little gopher caught in a spring shower, but he's not too upset about it. So far he's been the favorite of everyone I have shown my prints to. This one is a typewriter shrew mouse. Honestly, I just am drawn to her. I don't know. She's the one that I tend to linger on most, or tend to linger on the longest. And actually, I had started this illustration and then stopped it for a really long time because I just wasn't confident enough to finish her, and then just in the past couple of weeks I finally did, and now she's one of my favorites. So funny how that works out. And then this guy was a request of Adam and his best friend. It is a blues playing possum. I'm pretty happy with him. I'm really happy with the harmony guitar, and I feel like the amp turned out really good. Adam says his name is Pokey. I don't know for sure if I'm going to actually include that in the listing, but you guys can name him whatever you want. But I do really think this one turned out nicely. I really like all the details that are in it, which are not showing up super well because, like I said, it's a really gloomy day, and so the contrast is even darker. But yeah, so these will be in the shop very soon, and I hope that you all really like them. I have the animal series that's going to go in and continue, I hope, assuming you guys like them. And I just really love drawing animals far more than I love drawing people. I just think that for many years I only drew people because it seemed like that's what was trendy. It seemed like that's what you drew were people, and for some reason that was what I was more concerned with. So but I also have some houseplants that I drew, and I also want to do a food series. So all things that I'm interested in, and I'm really excited for the holidays because I have plans for that too. So let's hope this year is a year of new beginnings for artwork in my shop. Okay, so I just took a couple photos to kind of spam Instagram a bit. I think I like this one best, and I'm just gonna edit it and share it on Instagram. I'm so nervous. Everyone's always incredibly supportive, but that doesn't mean I'm supportive of myself, so. Oh, I think that looks pretty good though. Need to make it fit Instagram. And we're gonna see what everyone thinks. Ooh boy. I'm literally just sitting here stalling before I put it on Instagram. I don't know what I think's gonna happen. Like, it's either going to be liked or not liked, and those who don't like it won't buy it. I don't know what I think's gonna happen. This is what I mean though. Every year I try and then I get in my own way. I'm sure other creative souls out there understand this, but I just need to post it. Just post the picture. It'll be fine. Look, it's just a mouse, you know? It's just a mouse. What do I think's gonna happen? Okay, I'm gonna post it. I have to, you know, I bought the prints. I have to post it. It's just artwork. You know, yep, it's just artwork. Hopefully, I do not sound as nervous as I am right now. This is just between you and me. Hopefully this sounds professional, because I am not behaving professionally over here. Okay. Look, there's Addison. Hi, Addison. And we'll put it in my stories. It's a good GIF. Maybe of a mouse. Or let's just say new post. Okay. So last week I actually posted Procreate will record your painting process, and so I actually posted a 30-second video of that, and I ended up taking it down because I got so nervous. But I'm not taking this one down. I can't. Okay, I need to do something to distract myself. Maybe I just need to put my phone away and stop freaking out on camera. It's probably a good idea.